we're jumping in. Grand finals. The grand finale. Will Chybycolo be able to win not once but twice to take this victory from the loser round? Or is Jon Snow just going to dominate as Jon Snow has been doing? Chybycolo has got Archer, Spearman, or Spearton, Regen, Death Gold, and the Extender Spears, which is interesting. Over on this side, we have Jon Snow, who has the Archer and Spearton, Death on Gold, Shock Arrows, and Regeneration, as well as the patented crazy Archidon hero that we've seen Jon Snow masterfully use in the past. This is going to be a big fight, and a huge economy coming in from Jon Snow. I feel like that's been consistent with their playstyle too. I actually don't know who this tower is in control by. I think the color is like glitched out because it just says red. But we have Jon Snow coming in to reclaim the tower, so it was under Chybycolo's control for a bit. Chybycolo taking another spear team control with those long spears. Kind of interesting, because again, that was all the rage one day, but it's been nerfed a bit, and you don't see it as consistently anymore. We do got some hits coming in. Oh my gosh, that hit. I think Chybycolo is trying to do as much damage early on as possible, knowing that Jon Snow's got that pretty good economy. What's going on over here? Oh, this Spearton is still attacking the archers on this side. Chybycolo's attention has to be a little bit divided at the moment. Jon Snow takes out the Spearton with a decent amount of damage to be retained. It looks like the hero is out, and the hero is taking care of this Spearton, who's really doing some early minor damage. That's so nasty. That's something Jon Snow has also been doing very frequently, is early minor damage. But we have Speartons to run them back a little bit. Speartons with long spears, too. So here's hoping that Chybycolo can really fight off these archers. Yeah, killing off that one that was started so well. Ooh, taking massive damage, and the flame kills it off. These flaming spears might be like something really helpful. That must be something this hero adds, right? Powerful against light units. Enable Speartons to train 30% faster. I don't fully know what that means. But they're training, gosh darn it. Yeah, these long spears are crazy. This has been quite a pushback, actually. I still feel like Chybycolo could really take out that hero. The hero is doing a lot more, allows for a lot more player control options, especially when a player control benefit is given. Oh yeah, the Speartons are kind of dying to the archers, though. That's what Chybycolo doesn't currently have as strong. Tower's kind of returning to Jon Snow's control. Decent economy coming over here from Chybycolo. I'd still gauge that Jon Snow's is probably better. Yeah, these Speartons are fighting in the front lines, but they're just taking so much damage from the volley of arrows coming in, partially from the powers used, that of Jon Snow. Yeah, Chybycolo is going in. It's just like, I need to take care of this Jon Snow, which I feel like could be possible with the long spears, possibly, or maybe not. The long spears could have very well been picked in response to knowing that Jon Snow has been using the hero a lot. Look at that. Ooh, getting with the flame. Is that going to be enough to take out the archer? It's surely getting close. Oh, but not quite enough. Another peck is going to be needed. Oh, these volley of arrows, though, are just nasty. But Chybycolo going in to take out these archers one at a time. Ooh, trying to get some sneaky hits on Jon Snow. Not quite making it, and the hero dies before Jon Snow's hero. And now we've got the archers chasing down, or the Speartons chasing down each other. Heal of a Wisp used on one. Volley of arrows coming back. Definitely a lot of lives already lost in this war. Oh my gosh, that tiny bit of health is just making all the difference. You'd think that Jon Snow would use the Will of Wisp on the hero. And the hero has gone down. That's actually going to give an opportunity to Chybycolo. doing a decent job at keeping these spirits at bay, but he's going in for the sneaky hits against the miners. Doesn't last very long, though. The hero's almost returned to the base, and the Archidon here still got quite a bit of time. I think once this hero is back in action, that's when Chybycolo can really get this footing in. Right now, there's so much pressure has been applied to the miners, though. jonsnow coming in with the brutal player control. Not going to last long, but still killing some miners on the way. But we do have the hero returning in 40 seconds, which is still 40 seconds sooner than the other hero for sure. Yeah, I think Chybycolo was testing the waters a little bit, but that's a pretty nasty front line. But Chybycolo is going in with some player control again to take out some of these archers. Having the flaming spear does so much because you can get people hurt with just like a peck. And as long as you can hurt a bunch of people as opposed to one person a lot, you could do a lot of damage. It looks like the hero has been respawned, coming back into play. I think that really could be an important game changer for Chybycolo. Not that this is necessarily definitively in jonsnow's favor, or at least immaculately, but it's definitely got some jonsnow's territory written all over it. And for just a brief moment, we had a moment of rest, and it didn't last long. Chybycolo is coming in with miners, this time with the player controlled. We also have the archer hero coming back out into play. Always tough to see. Is Chybycolo going to be able to get some sneaky hits? It looks like he's going to try. Going in for the back archers first, perhaps to just lower the amount of damage coming in towards the Speartons. Also doing some damage to miners back there. That's pretty nasty. jonsnow is not phased, though. jonsnow is keeping in with the player control towards the main objective. Some fire got hit towards jonsnow. The heroes are going after each other. That's a huge Archidon loss for jonsnow. But Chybycolo doesn't test his luck. He just goes back the way he came. This hero is trying to dodge a lot of these hits while healing with the healing wisp. Pretty smart to use on the main hero, I think. That's definitely the tide changing unit in Chybycolo's deck, if you ask me. But yeah, the constant volley of archers that jonsnow has been able to keep up has been tough for Chybycolo to deal with. Chybycolo is going a full-on retreat away from the tower and using the archer just to maintain control. Never mind. Speartons are back, but just really low health. They're not going to be able to last very long. But we got more Speartons coming in from behind. We have a facepalm. I don't know what that means. Chybycolo is coming in trying to get the final kill. Yes, the hero has been killed, and that means it's going to be quite a while before the hero comes back, and Chybycolo has their hero right now. This could be a pretty tide-changing move, but who needs heroes when you can player control a Spearton to knock out some of the archers? Chybycolo has consistently not had that Archidon support that the other players have, or that jonsnow has. And we got now a retreat from Chybycolo. Heal of a Whisk happening on the hero. Smart move. Still 50 seconds until, or 45 seconds until the hero Archidon comes back. But this hero is now like full health, which is pretty good. Yeah, got some more archers in the back, but still I don't think... it's just the jonsnow is maintaining such a strong archer base that I don't think Chybycolo has been able to counter. But there's a bit of a standstill. They're just getting ready. They're building their troops up. Lots of death has happened on both sides in front of both people's doorsteps. The Archidon hero has returned, though, and the full-on battle goes into play. Definitely more Speartons on this side, but the Archidons, it's just so strong. I think Chybycolo needs to do what they were doing before. Yes, going in for the Archidon kills. Oh, specifically picking on the hero, sending back the archers. Oh, but he's going to definitely lose his hero here in a bit. Unless he's got a Wisp that he can use quickly while on the run. It's tough to say. Yeah, the Wisp has been used. The hero is regenerating. But it doesn't count for the carnage that is happening to his Speartons on the front lines. Because, again, those volleyed arrows. And I think the volleyed arrows combined with this enemy charge shots has been brutal for these Speartons to fight. They're just losing damage consistently quicker than the other Speartons. So even if the number of Archidons were the same, Chybycolo would still be losing damage quicker. Sending in a unit to try to get some kills on these archers, which are causing a huge problem. Getting the kills and also getting cash money while they're at it, and generating more Spartans as we speak. And it looks like the Spartan front line is actually going down on Jon Snow's side, but so is the hero. The hero is dealing as much damage as humanly possible. We still have a decent amount of Spartans here, and new ones have regenerated since then. A Wisp has been spawned to get a weak Spartan together. I don't know. Ooh, that's going to be a bad volley of arrows. He got out in time. That's good. That's good. Love to see it. And yeah, just getting some pot shots on some of these miners and archers and whatever this hero can. And here's the hero on the return. Not having a hero for the period of time that Chybycolo is not going to have it is going to be rough, for sure. And it looks like the Spartan army side of Jon Snow's army has been replenished a little bit, but still could use a little bit more. There's another one. That's good. Taking fire. Oh, not even using the hero. Where is the hero? Has the hero been... Hero's not dead. It's just... Oh, it's retreated right now? I don't know. Trying to keep the hero alive. Probably saving the hero for when their hero comes out. Ooh, now we've got a little bit of a push, which is probably not... Oh, never mind. Chybycolo is definitely somewhat prepared for a defense against a push. Again, I think Chybycolo is really wanting to not attack again until the hero returns. That's when he's been able to do the most damage, for sure. All right, the Spartans are coming in with the arrow. With just a couple of arrows, taking some pot shots. Huge spirit fight. Definitely going to see some player control here in a second. Chybycolo takes one of the Spartans, takes them over to the archers, as we've seen many times before, doing that early damage. Catching them on fire, sending in another one and another one. Ooh, interesting player strat of just sending the Spartans forward a little bit so that the main line isn't getting hurt, meaning the main line can successfully push through the other Spartans as they charge down these, and now they're back on the retreat a little bit. Here's the issue. It is 13 minutes in. There is a 15-minute timer. Right now, Jon Snow's tower is hurt more. So this first match could go to Chybycolo just from time constraints. Oh my gosh, those arrows are doing nasty damage. He's got to keep up that pressure on the archers, which he is. Damage is being done to the tower. Archers are coming back out. Still lots of archers to mess with. Hero is not being respawned for another 35 seconds. And Jon Snow has resigned. Yeah, brutal. What a cutthroat match. Holy moly. That was insane. That's the most insane match yet. But it's not over for Jon Snow. Let me just make sure they know that. I just said one more match for all the beans. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. So the way this works, right, if we transition over to the bracket, Jon Snow gets sent over to losers, which means they still have one more chance at victory, as always happens. So when we put a winner as Chybycolo here, it just shows that they're going to fight again. So I think if I refresh the page, it should show up, hopefully. Maybe. If I do this, and then this, then it'll show up. It's not very quick at updating, but that's the way it works. They get one more match, and then that's what's going to call it. So they're still in grand finals here. This time, oh my gosh, are they already in game? No, okay. I don't think so. Woo! It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, this is wild. that was the most intense match. I feel like, honestly, if I'm not in Chybycolo's head. I feel like Chybycolo, like, when they try. I think that's what it is. It's like Chybycolo's always like, I'm not really feeling it or something. They might feel that occasionally, right? And that might explain what gets them to losers in the first place. And then suddenly they're met with like really challenging foes. They're like, okay, no, hang on, I want to win this. and that's always fun. All right, we're going in. I think they're already ready. We're transitioning in. We still got Chybycolo versus jonsnow for the final match of Grand Finals. Very exciting. Place your bets now. Who do you think is going to pull this? jonsnow has still shown very impressive hero control as well as pressure and unit management. We have a little bit of a different deck from Chybycolo. We now have got the ninjas and the Speartons here, and bombers have returned. Another strategy that actually, I believe, this deck is the same kind of deck that was used against jonsnow when jonsnow first sent Chybycolo to the losers bracket. So we'll see if things repeat themselves. But maybe, Chybycolo picked this for a reason. So maybe there's still some plans here. As far as I can tell, it's the same deck on the on jonsnow's side, which jonsnow's been using masterfully, by the way. Okay, tower control with the 2 bombers over here. We do have rage being used. Oh, that's going to be nasty. Oh, an arrow taking out some of those bombers. jonsnow somehow avoided the initial attack, which is pretty crazy. Some deads are spawning in. Again, not an issue whatsoever. Just a little bit of flare. As far as I can tell, the spawning dead when you're not doing dead spam, its biggest strategy is in just taking hits of arrows instead of other units taking them, which is still good. They're just never a force to be reckoned with, to my understanding. Unless you're fighting against some early level players, in which case you can send the dead in to fight pretty quickly. Yeah, this Spearton's like, please hit me, bomber. I just want to take the damage. Oh, and the bomber decides to run away and go for the archer instead. Chybycolo knows you just got to take out the archers against jonsnow. The jonsnow is the archer, just so we're clear. jonsnow is the Stick War 3 archer, and you just got to keep taking out those archers because look at this. They just do those massive amounts of damage. Bombers coming in, maybe to get a multiple hit. That could be the ultimate strategy of Chybycolo, is trying to bomb the archers multiple at a time, just deal as much damage as possible. The ninja is also coming in, another archer counter. Getting a couple hits in, taking one out, and the ninja returns. And these 2 Speartons, they're actually doing pretty good, keeping regen up, fighting a player-controlled Chybycolo. Maybe the ninja will be able to help out, but I'm not sure. I've never seen the ninja fight this offensively and have it work out super well. But we got 3. Oh, the ninja's being sent again. Never mind. Sent over to fight the archers. That's what you like to see. It's just that constant archer pressure. You don't want to let those archers get a hand. You don't want to give them a chance. You just want to take them out when you can. A volley of arrows still being sent. And we got a rogue Spearton coming in to also, doing everything right. I think Chybycolo is. I think Chybycolo has learned a lot. Not learned as in like, oh, I know more about the game, but as in they've learned jonsnow more, and they know the best openings to address this crazy archer spam. Both ninjas coming in. Are any of them going to be PC'd? No, but the Spearton does come PC, I guess, to try to protect the archers before a retreat. Or not the archers, but the ninjas. And we have a hero out in play. There's no hero on Chybycolo's side, which is really interesting. No hero. But of course, jonsnow with this Archidon hero is just crazy. Yeah, look at all those shots coming in. We got a little bit of healing going on for jonsnow also. Chybycolo tries to get some damage, but without the Spearton fire extensions that they were doing, the strategy of sending in a Spearton to fight jonsnow is not going to be as effective, I think. It's also something you have to do, though. You can't just not do it. Oh, that ninja is trying to avoid some shots here. Then just trying to help out, take out these Speartons quicker. But we now have volleys of arrows coming in. The power of numbers and the Archidons that jonsnow has is always threatening. But we do have an army of ninjas to hopefully take out this Spearton fast so that they can just focus on these Archidons, which they should be faster than, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they're closing the gap right now. just not before getting pot shot a bunch by the hero. You know, that's going to happen. Look at all of them taking those hits against the hero. The hero's health is going down super quickly. Oh, and the hero is out for a little bit. That's got to be relieving. A retreat almost happened, but I think Chybycolo thought like I could do a little bit more damage, but also lost a ninja in the process. But still, getting rid of that hero is huge. And these little undeads are taking in some arrow shots, which is going to not just take arrows, but slow down the archers from getting over there. We have another issue where the ninjas just need to be used to take out these Spiritans fast, but it's not going to work because they got the healing wisp, and the healing wisp is going to stop them from going down fast at all. Chybycolo comes in to try to do as much archer damage with player control as possible. Jonsnow says, no, you're attacking me, not the archers. And the tower controls return to Jonsnow. Classic tug of war action. Oh, brother. This is crazy. I need to take a sip. Real quick. All right. Okay. Yeah. Archer is back, the hero. That's not great for Chybycolo. Spiritans are fighting back. Lots of Spiritans, but they're just going down so quickly with this archer damage. A ninja's coming in to try to deal as much archer damage as possible, but that ninja does not last long. And Chybycolo has resigned. Oh, that's one of the cases where the top player could just see the end from far away. And unfortunately, it was just in Jonsnow's favor. And Chybycolo was not quite able to take the third victory, but the third victory then goes to Jonsnow. Came out of nowhere, still losing once to Chybycolo, but still dominating the rest of the competition. So congratulations to Jonsnow for being the victor of the third Stick War 3 tournament and the first prize tournament. So first place prize going to Jonsnow, second to Chybycolo, and third going to Necromancer. All three very good players, and we saw some other good players go down today as well. But that's the way the tournament goes. You know, there can only be one true victor. So congratulations to Jonsnow. Thank you guys all so much for watching.